Have you ever jolted awake from a dream that felt eerily familiar, as if you've lived through it countless times before? Those recurring dreams that haunt your sleep night after night. Are they merely random firings of neurons, or do they carry messages from beyond this lifetime? What if I told you that these persistent dream patterns are actually ancient memories trying to surface, cosmic breadcrumbs leading back to who you truly are beyond this single incarnation? But before we begin, please hit the like button and let me know where in the world you're watching from today. It's always fascinating seeing who's joining us from around the world. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Your recurring dreams are no accident. They're intricately designed spiritual messages encoded with information that your conscious mind may have forgotten, but your soul remembers with perfect clarity. That underwater city you keep visiting, the strange house with endless rooms, the person you've never met but somehow recognize deeply. These aren't random creations of your sleeping mind. They're windows into your soul's journey across the vast expanse of time. According to the renowned psychic Edgar Cayce, often called the sleeping prophet, these recurring dream sequences contain a spiritual blueprint that reveals profound insights about your past lives. They're like cosmic buzzwords unlocking the mystical vault of your soul's experiences, revealing the karmic lessons you've agreed to face in this lifetime and the soul connections you've carried forward through the ages. Has this ever happened to you? You dream of falling from a great height and awaken with your heart pounding, yet you've never experienced such a fall in this lifetime. Or perhaps you dream repeatedly of a specific historical era with details so vivid and accurate that you couldn't possibly know them through your current life education. Maybe you've encountered dream characters who feel more like reunions than introductions. Souls you recognize instantly, despite never meeting them in your waking life. These mysterious experiences begin to make profound sense when viewed through the lens of your dream's spiritual significance. In a universe where nothing happens by accident, these recurring dream patterns are sacred appointments, cosmic signposts guiding you toward healing, understanding, and evolution. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because what you're about to discover might fundamentally change how you view not just your dreams, but your entire existence. The nightmares that have plagued you since childhood, the recurring symbols that follow you through sleep, the inexplicable emotional responses that certain dream scenarios trigger, all begin to form a coherent pattern when understood as echoes from your soul's vast journey across time and space. Your recurring dreams aren't just the beginning of your story. They're the continuation of an ancient narrative that stretches across lifetimes, now pulsing through your very being, guiding you toward your highest purpose, if only you knew how to decode them. If you'd like to explore more soul-revealing insights about dreams, past lives, and spiritual awakening, subscribe to our channel. Each video delves deeper into the hidden wisdom your soul has been trying to share with you. Think about those moments when you suddenly awaken from a recurring dream, your heart racing, your mind struggling to hold on to the fragments of what you just experienced. These aren't random mental fireworks lighting up your consciousness during rest. They represent a divine orchestration, a precisely timed spiritual communication occurring at exactly the moment your soul is ready to receive it. The universe operates with remarkable precision behind the scenes of what appears to be random dream imagery. Even when your waking life feels chaotic or your dream experiences seem disconnected, there exists an underlying pattern, a spiritual mathematics that calculatingly delivers these messages when your soul is prepared for the revelation they contain. This hidden truth emerges most clearly when you begin mapping the timing of your recurring dreams against significant life transitions or decisions you face. What appears as coincidental timing reveals itself as divine orchestration when viewed through the lens of spiritual awareness. That dream of flying that appears whenever you face a major life crossroads isn't random. It's a cosmic reminder of your capacity for transformation beyond perceived limitations. The dream figure who keeps returning with the same message represents a soul contract waiting for your conscious recognition. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding the profound authenticity that emerges through your dream life. Your recurring dreams speak more truthfully about your innermost nature than any personality assessment or astrological reading ever could. While these tools may offer valuable insights, they can't match the raw, unfiltered revelations that emerge from the depths of your sleeping mind. The cosmic forces that converge in your dream experiences create a unique, energetic signature, one that carries echoes of your ancient journey across time. In those dreams where you speak languages you've never learned, demonstrate skills you've never acquired, or recognize places you've never visited, you're experiencing breakthrough moments of soul memory. These aren't imaginary scenarios, but glimpses of the multidimensional being you truly are, beyond the limitations of this single lifetime. Your dream landscape functions as a sacred mirror, reflecting not just who you are now, but who you have been and who you might become if you align with your highest potential. The recurring symbols, scenarios, and emotional responses that populate your dream world aren't newly created each night. They're continuing chapters in an ancient story your soul has been writing across countless lifetimes. This revelation transforms how we perceive the seemingly ordinary act of dreaming. Your recurring dreams don't represent the beginning of something new, but rather the continuation of a soul journey that stretches back through the mists of time. They're sacred breadcrumbs leading you back to wholeness, guiding you toward your highest purpose. If only you could fully decode their multidimensional language. Behind each recurring dream lies a doorway to greater understanding of your soul's vast experience. The emotional intensity these dreams trigger, whether fear, longing, joy, or grief, often signals the presence of unresolved soul memories seeking integration and healing. This inner work represents the most profound journey of transformation available to us as human beings. If you've experienced dreams that feel more like memories than imagination, write in the comments, "My soul remembers." The journey toward understanding your recurring dreams begins with a simple yet profound practice that transforms your nightly sleep from passive rest into active spiritual exploration. By setting a clear intention before closing your eyes, you create an energetic bridge between your conscious and unconscious mind. This isn't merely positive thinking. It's a powerful declaration that resonates throughout multiple dimensions of your being. Try this tonight. As you lay in bed, consciously state your willingness to remember and understand the deeper significance of your dreams. Something as simple as, "I am open to receiving the wisdom of my soul through my dreams tonight," creates an energetic opening for revelation. This mindset shift operates beyond psychological suggestion. It's a spiritual transmission that ripples through the etheric realms, signaling your readiness to receive guidance that has always been waiting for you. The most profound revelations often come not from external teachers, but from within the sacred laboratory of your own consciousness during sleep. Your willingness to remember acts as the key that unlocks dormant memories encoded within your spiritual DNA, memories that have been patiently waiting for you to access them once more. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding the divine appointments that occur during your dream state. Think of your recurring dreams as carefully scheduled meetings in a cosmic calendar, sacred reconnection points with cycles of experience that have been unfolding since before time itself. When that specific dream scenario appears for the third, fifth, or 20th time, it's no random coincidence, but rather a precisely timed opportunity for soul recognition. These dream appointments follow a spiritual mathematics far more complex than our limited human perception can fully comprehend. The exact timing of a recurring dream often coincides with external life circumstances that mirror the soul lesson contained within the dream, creating a powerful resonance between your inner and outer reality. This synchronization serves as a cosmic amplifier, making the message impossible to ignore once you begin paying attention. The dream scenarios that feel most familiar aren't simply repetitive brain patterns, but continuations of ancient narratives, threads pulled through from tapestries of experience your soul has been weaving across countless lifetimes. That recurring dream of searching for something lost might connect to a soul mission left incomplete in another time. The dream figure who keeps returning with the same message represents a soul contract waiting to be fulfilled. The symbols, emotions, and scenarios in your recurring dreams function as cosmic passwords, unique vibrational codes that unlock specific aspects of your multidimensional existence. That mysterious symbol that keeps appearing isn't random imagery, but a sacred glyph your soul recognizes perfectly. The inexplicable emotional response certain dreams trigger isn't arbitrary, but the breakthrough of soul memory, momentarily piercing through the veil of forgetting. This cosmic password encoded in your dream doesn't just influence your sleeping mind. It pulses through every cell of your being, subtly shaping your waking desires, natural abilities, and even the challenges that seem to repeatedly manifest in your life. What appears as coincidence through a limited lens reveals itself as divine orchestration when perceived through awakened awareness. If you've experienced dreams that feel like they're unlocking something ancient within you, write in the comments, "I'm receiving my soul's messages." Edgar Cayce, often called the sleeping prophet, possessed a remarkable ability to access what mystics call the Akashic records, the universal storehouse of all information that has ever existed. During his trance states, Cayce consistently revealed that our recurring dreams aren't random creations, but precisely designed communications from this cosmic library. Each dream scene, character interaction, and emotional response follows an intricate spiritual mathematics, a divine algorithm operating with extraordinary precision beneath the surface of your sleeping consciousness. Join our spiritual community by hitting the subscribe button. Every video is designed to help you decode the profound messages hidden in your dreams and understand the soul's journey across lifetimes. What appears chaotic or disconnected in your dream landscape reveals itself as meticulously orchestrated when viewed through this higher perspective. That mysterious figure who keeps appearing isn't a random creation of your subconscious, but a soul you've danced with across the vast timeline of your eternal journey. The building you can never quite reach represents a spiritual destination your soul is still working toward. Even the emotional residue that lingers after awakening, that inexplicable sadness, joy, or sense of recognition, serves as a breadcrumb, leading back to soul memories your conscious mind has forgotten. Your higher self, that aspect of you that exists beyond the limitations of physical form, perfectly understands these communications, even when your waking mind struggles to grasp their significance. This higher awareness acts as the bridge between your ordinary consciousness and the boundless wisdom contained within the Akashic field. Now, I want to go even deeper into how you can access this profound inner knowing. The most powerful keys to understanding your recurring dreams don't reside in external sources, not in dream dictionaries, ancient texts, or even the interpretations of others. Though these tools may offer valuable perspectives, they can never match the revelatory power of your own inner guidance system. The most authentic insights emerge from within, through your natural inclinations, the patterns that repeat in your relationships, the challenges that consistently arise for your growth, and especially in those momentary flashes of inexplicable knowing that occasionally pierce through the veil of forgetting. These breakthrough moments often arrive unexpectedly. That sudden understanding while washing dishes or driving that makes you exclaim, "Now I see what that dream was showing me." Your soul speaks to you constantly through an internal language of symbols, emotions, and intuitive flashes. Learning to trust this inner wisdom represents one of the most profound transformations available on your spiritual journey. When you begin interpreting your dreams from this place of inner authority, rather than external validation, the revelations that emerge carry an unmistakable ring of truth. This revelation illuminates another dimension of your dream experience, the divine timing of when specific dream messages appear in your life. When you recognize that recurring dreams follow cosmic precision, you begin to see how everything in your experience, even the painful chapters, serves a higher purpose in your soul's evolution. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is truly random. That nightmare that kept returning during childhood wasn't random terror, but a soul memory seeking integration at exactly the moment your spirit was ready to begin healing it. The dream that appears only during major life transitions serves as a cosmic lighthouse, illuminating your path when navigational guidance is most needed. Even the timing of when certain dreams stop recurring reveals profound spiritual intelligence at work. If you've experienced dreams that seem perfectly timed to help you navigate life's challenges, write in the comments, "Divine timing guides my dreams." One of the most profound revelations in understanding your recurring dreams emerges when you recognize that the family members who appear aren't simply mental projections, but carefully orchestrated soul reunions. That mother figure who keeps appearing, that father whose presence feels both familiar and challenging, that sibling or grandparent who recurs throughout your dream landscape. These aren't random characters your mind has conjured, but souls with whom you've danced across many lifetimes. The people who populate your dream experiences represent soul contracts waiting to be fulfilled, unfinished business seeking resolution, or love stories continuing their unfolding across the vast tapestry of time. That's why these dream encounters often carry such emotional weight. They're not merely symbolic, but spiritual reconnections with beings your soul knows intimately, even if your conscious mind has forgotten. This perspective creates a revolutionary shift in how you understand your dream relationships. The mother who appears differently in your dream than she was in waking life might be showing you a facet of your connection that transcends this single lifetime. The deceased grandparent who visits in dreams may be continuing a conversation that spans centuries of soul evolution. The intensity of family dynamics in your recurring dreams often directly reflects the depth of these previous connections. The more charged the emotional content, the more significant the soul contract likely is. Even the most challenging dream scenarios, nightmares involving family members, distressing interactions or painful dynamics, are spiritual masterclasses designed with extraordinary precision for your growth. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding the transformation these difficult dream encounters offer. What initially appears as dysfunction or trauma through our limited human perspective reveals itself as a divinely orchestrated opportunity for healing when viewed through awakened awareness. That recurring nightmare about a parent abandoning you might actually be presenting the perfect catalyst for developing self-reliance and inner security, qualities your soul determined were essential for your evolution. This revelation doesn't invalidate your pain, but rather infuses it with profound meaning and purpose. Behind every challenging dream scenario lies a hidden gift, an opportunity to resolve ancient patterns that have followed your soul across many lifetimes. This perspective transforms victims into conscious participants, reactive dreamers into spiritual alchemists, capable of transmuting ancient wounds into wisdom. Edgar Cayce consistently emphasized through his readings that karma isn't the universe's punishment system, as many mistakenly believe. It's actually a divine restoration mechanism, a perfect reflection of cosmic justice infused with unconditional love. The challenges we face in recurring dreams aren't arbitrary suffering inflicted by a cruel universe, but precisely calibrated opportunities to restore harmony where we once created discord. This cosmic rebalancing isn't designed to punish, but to elevate, creating the exact conditions needed for spiritual growth and soul completion. That recurring dream, where you can't find your way home, might be offering the opportunity to develop inner guidance you once neglected to cultivate. The dream where you're unprepared for an important test might be addressing a pattern of avoiding responsibility that has followed your soul across lifetimes. If you've experienced challenging dreams that later revealed themselves to be disguised blessings, write in the comments, "My dreams are healing my past." This understanding brings us to one of the most challenging concepts for the human mind to accept, a revelation that completely transforms our relationship with difficult dream experiences. What if your soul actually requested those recurring nightmares, those distressing dream symbols, those challenging dream scenarios you've been experiencing? In the clarity of the spiritual realm, unburdened by physical and emotional limitations, your higher self may have specifically chosen these exact dream patterns because they would catalyze your greatest growth. This perspective doesn't suggest that your suffering doesn't matter. Quite the opposite. It indicates that your experiences matter so profoundly that your soul deliberately created the perfect conditions for transformation, knowing that certain qualities could only be developed through specific challenges. That recurring dream of being unprepared or exposed might be precisely designed to help you develop authenticity and courage. The nightmare of being chased could be developing your inner strength and determination. When viewed from this higher perspective, the dream symbols that have caused you the most distress often reveal themselves as the most powerful catalysts for your awakening. What appears as trauma from our limited human viewpoint may have been precisely the spiritual medicine needed for developing compassion, resilience, or other soul qualities essential for your higher purpose. This doesn't mean you should seek suffering, but rather that you can find profound meaning in the challenges you've already faced. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding the hidden wisdom of your recurring dream symbols. Those specific images, scenarios, and characters that appear repeatedly aren't random. They're precisely chosen elements in a cosmic curriculum designed by your higher self. That water that keeps appearing might represent emotional purification your soul is undertaking. The recurring house with unknown rooms might symbolize aspects of yourself still waiting to be explored and integrated. The soul, in its infinite wisdom, understands a profound truth that our human minds often resist. Comfort rarely leads to expansion. Just as a butterfly must struggle to emerge from its chrysalis in order to develop the strength needed for flight, your soul recognizes that certain qualities can only emerge through challenge. Like a master sculptor who knows exactly where to chisel to reveal the masterpiece within the stone, your higher self may have chosen dream circumstances that would shape you into the person you needed to become. This perspective doesn't invalidate your pain or struggle. It infuses it with meaning and purpose. The recurring nightmare that once seemed like random cruelty transforms into a sacred invitation for healing. The disturbing dream symbol becomes a powerful teacher, guiding you toward wholeness. Even the most distressing Dream scenarios reveal themselves as disguised blessings when viewed through this lens of soul intention. Behind every challenging dream lies an opportunity for breakthrough, a chance to develop qualities that might remain dormant without the catalyst of difficulty. The soul's strategy often operates contrary to human preference. While we seek comfort and ease, our higher self seeks completion and wholeness, sometimes using discomfort as the most direct path toward spiritual maturity. If you've begun to recognize that your difficult dreams might actually be serving your highest good, write in the comments, "My challenges are chosen." When we fully embrace the deeper understanding of our recurring dream patterns, a remarkable inner healing naturally begins to unfold. The transformative power doesn't come from analyzing dream symbols in books or searching for universal meanings. It emerges from recognizing the soul memories seeking integration through these nighttime experiences. This awareness creates a profound paradigm shift in how you relate to even your most challenging dreams. Notice how resentment toward difficult dream scenarios gradually transforms into recognition of their purposeful design. The victim mentality that might have accompanied nightmares or disturbing dreams dissolves into a profound sense of empowerment. The heaviness of asking, "Why me?" when certain dreams repeatedly haunt you transforms into the liberating realization that this too serves my evolution. This shift doesn't happen intellectually, it occurs at the soul level, creating ripples of healing that extend far beyond your dream life into your waking consciousness. The transformation often begins subtly. Perhaps you notice less emotional charge around a recurring nightmare, or suddenly recognize a pattern connecting several seemingly unrelated dreams. As this inner alchemy accelerates, many report that the dreams themselves begin changing, evolving alongside your expanding awareness. What once terrified you might transform into something neutral or even empowering as the soul message is finally received and integrated. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding the emotional architecture of your dream experiences. The patterns in our recurring dreams often reveal themselves most clearly through unexplained emotional responses that seem to defy logical explanation. Have you ever awakened from a dream with your heart racing, experiencing terror about something that shouldn't be frightening, or felt an inexplicable grief about losing something you never possessed in this lifetime? These mysterious emotional reactions aren't random glitches in your psychological makeup or meaningless neural misfirings. They're powerful revelations, emotional echoes reverberating from experiences your conscious mind has forgotten, but your soul remembers with perfect clarity. That inexplicable fear of water in dreams, despite no traumatic drowning experience in this lifetime. The dream anxiety about being abandoned in a specific location you've never visited. These aren't arbitrary. They're breakthrough moments of soul memory, temporarily piercing through the amnesia of incarnation. The emotional residue these dreams leave behind functions as a spiritual breadcrumb trail, leading back to experiences that shaped your soul across many lifetimes. These invisible imprints create emotional blueprints that influence not just your dream life, but your waking decisions, relationships, patterns, and even the opportunities you unconsciously avoid or gravitate toward. The journey toward wholeness often begins when you recognize these hidden emotional patterns for what they truly are. Not random psychological quirks, but windows into soul memories waiting to be acknowledged and healed. When you respond to recurring dream emotions with genuine curiosity rather than fear or avoidance, you signal to your higher self your readiness for deeper revelation and healing. Behind every inexplicable emotional reaction lies a story your soul remembers perfectly, a narrative thread weaving through the vast tapestry of your eternal journey. These aren't memories to fear, but treasures to recover, each one containing wisdom that can liberate you from unconscious patterns that may have followed your soul across many lifetimes. If you've experienced powerful emotions in dreams that seem disconnected from your current life experiences, write in the comments. My dreams carry ancient emotions. This same principle illuminates another fascinating phenomenon, the mysterious wisdom that sometimes appears in the dreams of children. You've likely encountered stories of young children who describe dreams with remarkable depth, emotional intelligence, or understanding of complex spiritual concepts that should be far beyond their years. Parents often share accounts of their child's dreams that contain symbols, scenarios, or insights that seem impossible for them to have acquired in their limited time on Earth. These aren't simply products of vivid imagination or precocious development. What we're witnessing is the breakthrough of soul memory, ancient wisdom temporarily piercing through the veil of forgetting that typically accompanies incarnation. A 5-year-old dreaming of ancient civilizations with accurate details or showing profound understanding of karmic patterns isn't creating these scenarios from nothing. They're remembering fragments of their soul's vast journey. Children often retain stronger connections to these memories precisely because the veil of forgetting hasn't fully thickened yet. Their dreams sometimes function as windows into the between-life state, revealing glimpses of soul agreements and spiritual understanding that adults typically lose access to. The profound wisdom that occasionally emerges through children's dreams reminds us that we are not beginning a journey at birth, but continuing one that spans beyond our comprehension. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding the spiritual significance behind our persistent dream questions. Have you noticed how some people spend decades searching for meaning in specific recurring dreams that perpetually elude full understanding? These aren't merely psychological puzzles, but often represent unfinished business from previous incarnations. Spiritual homework left incomplete that the soul is determined to resolve in this lifetime. That recurring dream scenario that never quite reaches resolution, the dream symbol whose meaning you've sought for years, or the dream character whose identity remains just beyond your understanding. These persistent elements often point to soul contracts that remain open, lessons partially learned, or missions initiated but not completed in previous lifetimes. The search itself becomes a powerful indicator of your soul's commitment to growth and completion. This revelation transforms how we view our most persistent dream questions. What once felt like frustrating confusion reveals itself as devoted spiritual commitment, your soul's determination to complete important evolutionary work. The dream enigmas that refuse simple resolution often represent the most significant aspects of your spiritual curriculum in this lifetime. While unresolved issues create one category of recurring dreams, your dream life also reveals something equally profound: the spiritual gifts and talents you've developed across many lifetimes. Those abilities that flow effortlessly through your dream experiences, whether artistic expression, healing capacities, leadership qualities, or intuitive insights, represent spiritual equity your soul has accumulated through devoted practice across the vast timeline of your existence. That natural talent others marvel at when you play music in a dream without training, or demonstrate a capacity for leadership that seems beyond your experience, or access healing knowledge. You've never studied. These aren't random abilities or beginner's luck. They're mastery remembered, skills your soul developed through thousands of hours of devoted practice across previous incarnations, now re-emerging in your dream consciousness. If you've experienced dreams where you demonstrated skills or knowledge beyond what you've learned in this lifetime, write in the comments, "I carry ancient talents," when you recognize that the talents appearing in your dreams aren't random genetic lottery wins, but hard-earned spiritual accomplishments developed across countless lifetimes. It fundamentally transforms your relationship with these gifts. What once might have felt like personal achievements to be pridefully claimed suddenly reveal themselves as sacred trusts, capabilities your soul has cultivated through dedicated practice across the vast expanse of your eternal journey, now return to you not merely for personal gain, but for meaningful contribution. The pianist who dreams of playing complex compositions without training in this lifetime isn't experiencing fantasy, but remembering mastery. The healer whose dreams reveal knowledge of ancient remedies never studied in this incarnation isn't imagining these abilities, but accessing soul memory. The natural leader who dreams of guiding communities through crisis with wisdom beyond their years isn't creating fiction, but reconnecting with spiritual equity accumulated across many lifetimes. This revelation creates a profound shift in how you approach these dream-revealed talents. They transform from personal achievements into sacred responsibilities, gifts entrusted to you by your own higher self for purposes that transcend individual benefit. Each ability that flows effortlessly in your dream state represents spiritual currency earned through dedicated practice, now available for investment in collective evolution rather than merely personal advancement. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding the cosmic timing of your most significant recurring dreams. Their appearance in your life wasn't random or arbitrary, but meticulously orchestrated to align with specific cosmic energies necessary for your soul's mission. Just as a master gardener knows precisely when to plant each seed for optimal growth, your higher self times these dream revelations to coincide with celestial alignments that activate particular aspects of your spiritual blueprint. This divine timing explains why certain powerful dreams often appear around significant life transitions, birthdays, relationships beginning or ending, career shifts, or spiritual awakenings. These aren't coincidental correlations, but precisely calculated spiritual interventions. The cosmic forces present during these transitional windows create optimal conditions for soul memory to break through, for spiritual downloads to occur, for dormant aspects of your multidimensional being to awaken. The stars themselves participate in this sacred choreography, creating energetic gateways through which specific dream revelations can more easily reach your conscious awareness. This cosmic collaboration reveals itself through fascinating synchronicities, recurring dreams that appear on significant astronomical events, ancestral anniversaries, or during particular planetary alignments that resonate with specific soul lessons. Edgar Cayce spoke extensively about another profound dimension of dream experience, the sacred moment when a significant dream first appears in your life. This inaugural dream experience isn't merely a psychological curiosity, but represents a profound spiritual initiation. The moment when your soul fully commits to revealing an aspect of its earthly journey that had previously remained veiled from conscious awareness. This first appearance of a significant dream motif often carries extraordinary energetic power, like an invisible bell resonating throughout the cosmos, calling consciousness into full awareness of a specific lesson or pattern that your soul has determined is now ready for integration. The emotional intensity that frequently accompanies these inaugural dreams isn't random, but precisely calibrated to create the necessary impact for spiritual recognition and remembering. If you've noticed that certain dreams began appearing at pivotal moments in your life journey, write in the comments, "My dreams arrive at perfect moments." The specific dreams that recur throughout your life weren't randomly assigned or arbitrarily created by your subconscious mind. They were carefully chosen by your higher self as the perfect vehicles for your soul's evolution. Their symbolic content, emotional impact, recurring patterns, and even their timing were all accepted as essential components of your spiritual curriculum before you incarnated into this lifetime. This revelation transforms dreams from random neural activity into sacred communications, precisely designed spiritual technology for awakening. When your soul selects particularly challenging dream scenarios, those recurring nightmares that have followed you for years, those distressing symbols that appear again and again, it's making a profound strategic decision for accelerated growth. Like a master chess player thinking several moves ahead, your higher self recognized that certain dream experiences, though temporarily unsettling, would create the optimal conditions for developing specific spiritual qualities essential for your evolution. This cosmic strategy often operates contrary to human preference. While your conscious mind naturally seeks pleasant dream experiences, your soul seeks completion and integration, sometimes using challenging dreams as the most direct pathway toward wholeness. What initially appears as nightmarish torment reveals itself as extraordinary spiritual opportunity when viewed from this higher perspective. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding a specific category of dream experiences that often carries profound spiritual significance. Dreams involving physical limitations or disabilities, being unable to run when pursued, experiencing paralysis, losing vision or hearing, finding yourself mute when trying to call for help, are rarely random. These scenarios might be specifically chosen to develop patience, compassion, spiritual surrender, or other qualities that transcend physical experience. These symbolic physical constraints in dreams often become gateways to extraordinary internal development, the soul using limitation as a pathway to inner freedom. The recurring dream where you can't scream might be developing your capacity for finding your authentic voice in waking life. The dream paralysis might be teaching surrender to higher guidance when you can't control circumstances. The dream blindness might be developing your intuitive sight beyond physical vision. This perspective revolutionizes our relationship with dreams we once found merely frustrating. What seemed like failures or limitations transform into disguised opportunities for developing spiritual muscles that can only be strengthened through specific types of resistance. This hidden architecture reveals the extraordinary intelligence operating behind even your most perplexing dream experiences. This sacred vessel of dream experiences deserves far more reverence than our cultural dismissal typically affords them. Consider how many times you've awakened from a profound dream only to quickly dismiss it as just a dream, as if these extraordinary communications were somehow less real or significant than physical experience. Each symbol, emotion, and narrative in your dream world was accepted by your soul as the perfect classroom for this journey of transformation. When you begin approaching your dream life with the same reverence you might give to external spiritual teaching, something remarkable happens. The veil between conscious and unconscious awareness begins to thin. Dream insights flow more easily into waking understanding. The guidance that once appeared only in dreams begins manifesting in your meditation, creative expression, and moments of quiet reflection. If you've noticed that certain limitations in your dreams have ultimately led to greater awareness or spiritual growth, write in the comments, "My dream limitations liberate me." This same divine orchestration extends to the souls who appear as parental figures in your recurring dreams. Even those dream relationships marked by absence, difficulty, or outright pain serve profound spiritual purposes that transcend conventional understanding. The mother who couldn't provide the nurturing you craved in your dreams, the father who seemed emotionally unavailable or harsh, these dream figures weren't random misfortunes, but carefully selected teachers for your soul's evolution. Behind these challenging dream relationships lies an extraordinary spiritual agreement. Souls who loved you enough to play difficult roles in your dreamscape, sometimes at great cost to their own comfort. This revelation doesn't invalidate the emotional impact these dream experiences have on you, but rather infuses them with profound meaning, transforming resentment into reverence for the courage it takes to participate in another soul's growth, even as the villain in their dream story. The dream father who repeatedly abandons you might be precisely the catalyst needed for developing self-reliance. The dream mother who seems emotionally cold might be creating the perfect conditions for discovering unconditional love within yourself rather than seeking it externally. What initially appears as unfortunate dream circumstances reveals itself as extraordinary spiritual strategy when viewed through awakened awareness. Now I want to go even deeper into understanding a fascinating dimension of dream experience that extends beyond personal growth. Many evolved souls deliberately choose to experience dreams connected to collective tragedy, societal upheaval, or significant historical transitions. These aren't random dream themes, but intentional spiritual positioning, a soul's decision to energetically participate in humanity's healing precisely when that healing energy is most needed. These souls function as cosmic acupuncture needles in the collective dreamscape, strategically placed at critical points to help transmute collective pain into evolutionary growth. Their recurring dreams about historical events they never physically experienced, their dream encounters with mass suffering, or their persistent dreams about global healing aren't random. They're cosmic assignments accepted before incarnation. The date you were born, the cultural moment you incarnated into, even the specific generational challenges present during your lifetime might reveal your soul's commitment to a larger healing mission that extends far beyond your personal journey. Those born during times of war who dream repeatedly about peace, those who dream of environmental restoration during climate crisis, or those who dream of unity during periods of division often carry unique vibrational signatures that serve the collective healing process. The journey of human existence often feels like a persistent search for something we can't quite name, a nebulous longing that follows us even into our dreams. This universal feeling of seeking isn't merely philosophical restlessness, but the soul's innate recognition that dreaming itself is a profound act of remembering. While the conscious mind forgets, wrapped in what mystics call the veil of forgetting, the spirit retains perfect clarity about its purpose and path. This creates the fascinating paradox at the heart of dream experience. We are simultaneously forgetting and remembering, losing and finding ourselves in an elaborate cosmic dance. The amnesia that accompanies incarnation isn't a cosmic punishment, but rather a deliberate spiritual strategy, creating the perfect conditions for authentic growth. If we remembered everything, where would be the journey of discovery? If we retained perfect clarity about our eternal nature, how would we fully immerse in the human experience? If you've experienced dreams that seem connected to historical events or collective experiences you've never personally lived through, write in the comments, "I dream for humanity." This hidden truth illuminates one of the most fascinating aspects of dream experience. Those powerful moments of déjà vu when you encounter a person, place, or scenario that feels profoundly familiar despite no conscious memory of it. The stranger in your dream who feels like someone you've known forever. The city you've never visited that feels like home. The situation that triggers an inexplicable sense of "I've been here before." These aren't random neural misfirings or psychological curiosities, but breakthrough moments when your soul's memory momentarily pierces through the amnesia of incarnation. Notice how different these dream encounters feel from truly new experiences. There's a qualitative distinction between introduction and recognition, between meeting something truly novel versus remembering something deeply familiar that was temporarily forgotten. Your spirit never forgets its mission or the souls with whom it has danced across many lifetimes, even when your conscious mind remains unaware of these ancient connections. These moments of recognition often arrive with powerful emotional resonance, joy, grief, fear, or longing that seems disproportionate to the dream scenario itself. This emotional intensity serves as a spiritual alarm bell, alerting your conscious mind to the presence of something significant beyond its current understanding. When you pay attention to these heightened emotional responses in dreams, you're acknowledging breadcrumbs your soul has strategically placed along your path. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding the hidden architecture of your dream experiences. The orchestration of your dream identity extends even to what might seem like mundane details, including the names that appear. Beyond cultural or family significance, dream names vibrate at specific frequencies that act as spiritual tuning forks, resonating with precise energetic patterns that activate particular aspects of soul memory. The sounds contained within these dream names, whether spoken aloud or simply thought within the dreamscape, create ripples through your energetic field, attracting certain experiences while repelling others. This explains why some names in dreams feel deeply significant, even when you can't consciously explain why. It's not mere preference, but the soul's recognition of vibrational alignment with its intended path. These dream names function as magnetic passwords in the universe's operating system, codes that unlock specific doorways of experience your soul intended to walk through. Even names that seem random or that you dislike in your dreams may be precisely calibrated to attract the challenges or opportunities most essential for your spiritual evolution. This hidden significance extends to the names you're drawn to in waking life as well, revealing fascinating connections between your conscious preferences and soul memories. Edgar Cayce consistently emphasized another aspect of dream interpretation that defies conventional thinking, the perfect precision of geographic dream locations. The countries, cities, landscapes, and buildings that populate your dreamscape weren't randomly selected from your mental image bank, but carefully chosen as environments for your soul's unique healing journey. The specific cultural settings, natural environments, or architectural spaces that repeatedly appear in your dreams often reveal connections to places your soul has known intimately in previous incarnations. That inexplicable affinity for dream landscapes you've never physically visited in this lifetime, ancient temples, specific mountain ranges, particular coastlines, often reveals soul connections to these locations that transcend your current incarnation. If you've experienced dreams of places that felt mysteriously familiar despite never having visited them physically, write in the comments, "My soul remembers sacred places." The earliest dreams from your childhood contain perhaps the most remarkable revelations about your soul's journey. Those first years of life, when you were freshly emerged from the veil between worlds, serve as a sacred bridge between what was and what is becoming. The dream consciousness of a young child hasn't yet been fully conditioned by society's expectations or limitations, creating a unique window where soul memories can flow more freely into awareness. Pay special attention to recurring childhood dreams that persisted for years. These often contain the most significant soul messages. Children who experienced unexplainable dream fears of water may be carrying the echo of a drowning experience from a past incarnation. Those mysteriously drawn to specific historical periods or cultures in their dreamscape likely reveal soul connections to those times and places. The child who dreams repeatedly of flying isn't merely engaging in fantasy, but remembering the soul's natural state of freedom beyond physical limitation. These early dreams appear before the world fully imposes its conditioning, while the soul's memory remains closest to the surface. This explains why childhood dreams often contain purer spiritual insights than those of adults, whose dream symbolism has become layered with cultural programming and psychological complexities. The wisdom of this design becomes apparent when we recognize that certain soul memories emerge earliest, precisely because they need immediate attention in this lifetime's curriculum. Now, I want to go even deeper into understanding the spiritual significance behind our most distressing dreams. Even your first primal nightmare carries profound meaning beyond its psychological function. That powerful emotional release isn't merely a response to fear, but a complex spiritual discharge, the sound of a soul processing the monumental transition between realms. In that raw, unfiltered dream expression lies a mixture of profound emotions: the sadness of leaving behind, the spiritual realm's clarity, the fear of once again facing the unknown, but also the determination to fulfill your soul's mission. The spirit cries through nightmares because it knows, deeper than conscious thought, that another opportunity for growth has begun. These primal dream expressions contain the soul's recognition of both the magnitude of what it has undertaken and its unwavering commitment to the journey ahead. Far from being merely frightening experiences to avoid, nightmares often represent the most honest communication between your eternal spirit and temporal consciousness. This perspective illuminates another common but rarely discussed spiritual phenomenon: that persistent feeling in certain recurring dreams that you're somehow paying for actions you have no conscious memory of committing. This sensation of karmic repayment often manifests as a perplexing sense that certain challenging dream patterns aren't random misfortunes, but somehow deserved or necessary. This isn't imaginary or merely psychological. It's your soul's recognition of its own journey toward balance and wholeness. This feeling, however, isn't evidence of cosmic punishment, but rather the natural return of energetic patterns seeking resolution, like a spiritual ecosystem maintaining its equilibrium. What's truly remarkable is that this process isn't designed to inflict suffering, but to elevate consciousness. Each challenging pattern that returns in dreams isn't meant to punish, but to offer the opportunity for revision, healing, and ultimately transcendence through deeper understanding. If you've experienced dreams that felt like settling spiritual accounts you couldn't consciously remember creating, write in the comments, "I'm healing my soul's ledger." One of the most profound revelations in spiritual understanding is recognizing that your recurring dreams weren't something that happened to you, but rather a sacred agreement you consciously participated in creating. Before your soul's descent into physical form, you stood in perfect awareness and said yes to the divine plan, accepting both the gifts and challenges that would unfold in your dreamscape throughout this lifetime. Even when facing dream scenarios that seem cruelly unfair from your limited human perspective, at the soul level, you chose this journey with full understanding of its purpose. This spiritual contract isn't a one-time agreement that ends at birth. It's renewed each night when you close your eyes and enter the dream realm. Each experience an opportunity to fulfill promises you made before embodiment. This perspective transforms even your most difficult recurring dreams from seeming random misfortunes into meaningful chapters in your soul's evolution. The nightmares that once terrified you reveal themselves as sacred invitations for healing. The mysterious symbols that confused you become recognized as cosmic breadcrumbs leading back to wholeness. The dream characters who challenged you emerge as souls who loved you enough to play difficult roles in your spiritual curriculum. As we reach this moment of shared understanding, I'm deeply grateful that you've journeyed with me through these profound revelations about your recurring dreams and their connection to your soul's eternal journey. What began as a simple exploration has opened doorways to understanding the cosmic architecture operating behind what once seemed like random dream experiences. If something within you has stirred in recognition while watching this, if you felt that inexplicable sense of remembering rather than learning, your soul is acknowledging its own truth. These aren't merely interesting theories, but resonant reminders of what your spirit has always known beneath the amnesia of incarnation. The dreams that have followed you across the years aren't accidents or meaningless brain activity. They're sacred communications, cosmic love letters from your higher self guiding you toward wholeness, integration, and awakening. By paying attention to these recurring patterns, you're participating in one of the most profound spiritual conversations available to us as human beings. If you'd like to continue exploring these hidden dimensions of consciousness with me, I invite you to become part of our spiritual family by subscribing to this channel. Each video is created with the intention of illuminating another facet of your extraordinary journey across lifetimes. Your engagement creates ripples that help these messages reach others who may be seeking exactly these insights at precisely this moment in their spiritual evolution. If you found value in what we've shared today, consider leaving a like as a simple acknowledgement of our connection. If these revelations about recurring dreams have awakened something within you, if you recognize the divine orchestration behind your dream experiences, write, "My dreams are sacred messengers," in the comments below. Your spiritual journey doesn't end here. It continues to unfold with each dream, each insight, each moment of remembering who you truly are beyond this single lifetime. I've created a video right here that reveals how to recognize when your guides are communicating with you through dreams. Click and continue exploring these sacred mysteries with me as we delve even deeper into the hidden architecture of your soul's magnificent journey.